हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू सौरभ क्लासेस। मेरा नाम अश्मिता है और आज की क्लास में हम लोग इकोनॉमिक्स ऑप्शनल के जो सिलेबस हैं, जो पैटर्न है फॉर द यूपीएससी एग्जामिनेशन के बारे में डिस्कशन करेंगे। इकोनॉमिक्स एक बहुत ही पॉपुलर ऑप्शनल सब्जेक्ट्स में से एक है अमंग द यूपीएससी एस्पिरेंट्स हु हैव स्टडीड इकोनॉमिक्स इन देयर ग्रेजुएशन टाइम। एंड ये सब्जेक्ट पढ़ने में भी बहुत इंजॉयबल होता है एंड देखा गया है कि बहुत ही डिसेंट सक्सेस रेट भी मिलता है जो ये सब्जेक्ट को ऑप्शनल के हिसाब से चूज करते हैं। रिसेंट ईयर्स के जो स्टडी है इसमें ये प्रूव हुआ है। So thereby this subject is attracting more and more students to get opted for UPSC. तो कुछ प्रोस के बारे में हम लोग अभी डिस्कशन करेंगे कि इकोनॉमिक्स चूज करने से क्या क्या एडवांटेजेस हो सकता है कैंडिडेट्स को। पहले तो ये एक रैशनल, एनालिटिकल एंड लॉजिकल सब्जेक्ट है, मतलब आपको एप्लीकेशन बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस मिलेगा। Hence the answers are objective in nature. It is a highly scoring subject because answers are not left or interpretation. And moreover, it covers 60% of the UPSC syllabus for General Studies Paper 3. So अगर आप ये सब्जेक्ट पढ़ रहे हो तो आप ऑलरेडी अपने आप को प्रिपेयर कर रहे हो for the General Studies Paper 3. Hence, there is a significant overlap between this optional subject and the core General Studies subject. And lastly, the books and other resource materials for economics optional are quite easily available. इकोनॉमिक्स ऑप्शनल पेपर में दो भाग होते हैं। एक होता है जिसको हम बोलते हैं पेपर 1 एंड दूसरे को बोलते हैं पेपर 2। तो पेपर 1 में बहुत ही वेराइड सिलेबस है, तो अभी हम लोग उसी सिलेबस को लेके थोड़ा सा डिटेल्स में डिस्कशन करने वाले हैं। पेपर 1 से डिस्कशन स्टार्ट करते हैं। पेपर 1 में एक सेक्शन है जो एडवांस्ड माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स में डील करता है एंड यू कैन एक्सपेक्ट क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम मार्शलियन एंड वेरिसियम अप्रोच टू प्राइस डिटर्मिनेशन, देन ऑल्टरनेटिव डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन थ्योरीज, रिकार्डो, कैल्डोर एंड कैलिकी. You will get questions on market structure which may deal with monopolistic competition, then duopoly, oligopoly, then modern welfare criteria, that is Pareto-Hicks and Skitowski, Arrow's impossibility theorem, then AK-Sen's social welfare function. Next section will deal with advanced macroeconomics, and here you can expect questions from approaches to employment, income and interest rate determination, then classical Keynes, that is IS-LM curve, then neoclassical synthesis and neoclassical, then theories of interest rate determination and interest rate structure. There would be another section which is dependent on money, banking and finance. Now here you can expect question from demand for and supply of money, like that of money multiplier, then quantity theory, then quantity theory of money, which includes Fisher, Pick and Friedman theories. Keynes theory on demand for money, then goals and instruments of monetary management in closed and open economies, then the relation between the central bank and the treasury, then proposal for ceiling on the growth rate of money. Now depending on money, there would be another section which will deal with public finance and its role in market economy. Now here you can expect questions from stabilization of supply, then allocation of resources and then distribution and development. Then you can also receive questions from sources of government revenue, forms of taxes and subsidies, then their incidence and effects, limits to taxation, what are the limits to taxation, then loans, crowding out effects and limits to borrowings. Then there's question on public expenditure and its effects. There would be another section known as international economics, which will deal with old and new theories of international trade, where you will get questions from comparative advantage, then terms of trade and offer curve, then product cycle and strategic trade theories, then trade as an engine of growth and theories of underdevelopment in an open economy. Now under this you will also get questions from forms of protection, that is tariff and quota. Then there would be questions on balance of payments, then adjustment, then alternative approaches, then price versus income, income adjustments under fixed exchange rates, then theories of policy mix, exchange rate adjustments under capital mobility, then floating rates and their implications for developing countries, then currency boards, then trade policy and developing countries, then BOP adjustments and policy coordination in open economy macro model, speculative attacks, then trade blocks and monetary unions, Then WTO, that is trims, trips, and domestic measures, then different rounds of WTO talks. There would be another section which will deal with questions dependent on growth and development, like the theories of growth, that is Harrod's model, Lewis model of development with surplus labor, then balanced, unbalanced growth, then human capitals and economic growth, then research and development and economic growth. Then there would be questions from process of economic development of less developed countries, like the Medal and Kuzmans on economic development and structural changes, role of agriculture in economic development of less developed countries, then economic development and international trade and investment, then role of multinationals. There would be questions on planning and economic development, like that of changing role of markets and planning, then private-public partnership. There would be questions on welfare indicators and measures of growth, like that of human development indices, then the basic needs approach. There would be questions on development and environmental sustainability, where you will get questions from renewable and non-renewable resources, then environmental degradation, then intergenerational equity development. Okay, so that was the entire syllabus discussion for paper 1 of economics optional. Now we are moving on to the discussion of economics optional syllabus for paper 2. Now paper 2 has once again varied syllabus from various topics and various concepts are there. So let us start with the pre-liberalization era topic. Here you can get questions from contribution of Vakil, Gadgil and V.K.R.V. Rao. Then there would be questions on agriculture, that is land reforms and land tenure system. Then green revolution and capital formation in agriculture. Then industry trends in composition and growth. Then role of public and private sector, small scale and cottage industries. There would be questions on national and per capita income, that is which may include patterns, trends, aggregate and sectoral composition and changes therein. There would be questions based on broad factors determining the national income and distribution, then measures of poverty, trends in poverty and inequality. The next section which will be there in this paper is the post-liberalization era. And here you can get questions from new economic reform in agriculture, which might include topics like agriculture and WTO, then food processing, subsidies, agricultural prices and public distribution system, then impact of public expenditure on agricultural growth. There is this new economic policy and industry topic, from where you will get questions based on the strategy of industrialization, then privatization, disinvestments, then role of foreign direct investment and multinationals. There is a section known as the new economic policy and trade, from where you can get questions based on topics like intellectual property rights, then implications of TRIPS, TRIMS, GATS and new exim policy. There's another section known as this new exchange rate regime, where you will get questions based on partial and full convertibility, then capital account convertibility. Now the next section will deal with new economic policy and public finance, and here you can expect questions from Fiscal Responsibility Act, then the 12th Finance Commission and fiscal federalism and fiscal consolidation. You will also get questions from new economic policy and monetary system, which will have topics like role of RBI under the new regime. There's another section based on planning, that is from central planning to indicative planning, then relation between planning and markets for growth and decentralized planning, then 73rd and 74th constitutional amendments. There is another section based on new economic policy and employment, in which you will get questions based on employment and poverty, rural wages, employment generation, and poverty alleviation schemes, new rural employment guarantee scheme. So that was the entire discussion for paper 2 syllabus. And now if you really want to crack this examination in one attempt, then you need a better mentor, a better coach and a strategic plan preparation. And obviously you should be starting as early as possible, because if you are seriously targeting this examination, then you should start your preparation right from now. एंड हम सौरभ क्लासेस में आपको ये गाइडेंस प्रोवाइड करेंगे. हमारे यहाँ पे लाइव क्लासेस होता है, रेगुलर क्लासेस, ऑनलाइन ऑफलाइन क्लासेस, देन डाउट क्लियरिंग क्लासेस हैं, क्रैश कोर्स फैसिलिटीज हैं, स्कॉलरशिप फैसिलिटीज हैं, मॉक टेस्ट फैसिलिटीज हैं, एंड ऑल्सो वी प्रोवाइड द रिकॉर्डेड लेक्चर्स पोर्टल एक्सेस to the enrolled candidates 24/7. If you want to enroll with us and get all the benefits, then do check the description box below and give us a call at the contact number provided there, and you can also WhatsApp us. Or if you want to get yourselves enrolled for any other course also, like for any other preparation of any kind of other entrance examination or other competitive examinations, then definitely you can do that, बिकॉज हम यहाँ पे सभी कम्पिटिटिव एग्जामिनेशंस के लिए और सभी एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशंस के लिए आपको कोचिंग प्रोवाइड करते हैं. सो डू जॉइन आवर क्लासेस, एंड एज आई टोल्ड यू, यू विल गेट द 24/7 पोर्टल एक्सेस अगर आप हमारे यहाँ पे एनरोल करते हैं. तो दोज आर एक्चुअली द लाइव क्लासेस विच वी रिकॉर्ड एंड अपलोड इन आवर पोर्टल, एंड आप लोग उसको जितना बार चाहे व्यू कर सकते हो. एंड मोर ओवर वी प्रोवाइड यू विद सॉल्व स्टडी मटेरियल्स. सॉल्व स्टडी मटेरियल्स हमारे यहाँ से भी आप मंगवा सकते हैं, या फिर आप Amazon, Flipkart से भी you can buy them. We solve the previous year's question papers also, and we make you practice important questions which can come in the current year examination or for the next year examination. So that was all about our classes and also about this economics optional paper for the UPSC. And that was all for today's class. We are going to meet once again in our next classes.